Sorry about that, guys. Hello. Okay, let me adjust things here. What is going on? As usual, in minutes, I'm gonna start pulling cards to see what is the topic that we need to talk about here for the people who will be watching this live. Sometimes I get very straightforward messages for someone, a sentence or two. If it's yours, you'll know it. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let me see. Let me tap in. What is going on with you all? First thing that I want to talk about is stretching today. How many of you, hi Sandra, have been focusing on a slightly different routine or improving your routine or a particular habit? Because when I'm sitting here, I'm sensing that I would want to stretch my body, I would want to move it around. And the moment I started doing that, I felt much lighter on my energy body too, not only physical. So that could be something that you may be drawn to doing the next couple of weeks. Let's pull a card from the Elga Live deck. I'm gonna mix it up with, the Archetype deck. I'm very well, Sandra, thank you. Christina, I have your booking just to let you know. Let's see, what do we need to know for the next couple of weeks? As you know, the energy is going to be super powerful. The super moon, actually today. So we're going to be focusing on that too, to see what would be beneficial for you to do. But let's first start with the body here. I also want to take the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And this deck, I don't know if you have this deck or not. Anytime I feel like I want to look at what's happening with someone's energy body or any ancestral messages, this is a really cool deck to have. Specifically me, I'm very drawn to particular parts of a card when I pull it, to look at where a person needs to focus on or what could be looked at, what needs to be improved. It's all over the place, so don't arrange my cards. Like for example, this card right here. I'd always say focus either on the root or the sacral. So let's see, body-wise, routine-wise. Hi Christina, what do we need to know? Heart chakra. Heart chakra and feelings, okay. Again, heart right here. See how these cards, they always connect. If there is like there's a very strong message, you usually get very similar cards. You see that little heart there, little heart over there. So for a lot of you, it's to do with releasing emotions in your body. And I feel like some of you may want to practice or try the somatic movements. That would be something to look at. I am not I don't specialize in this, so you may have to do your own research and find the person who does. But somatic movements would be a way to go. Why is this coming up? The youth. To kind of reclaim your energy from your surroundings. And I think this is also going to impact the way you talk to yourself and others with the King of Swords. Now, on the lighter side, some of you may be drawn to the next couple of weeks to go on dates, to do something romantic. If you have a partner, you may want to organize a date or something really exciting, something that you haven't done for a while. For those of you, if you are single, it's a really good time for you to connect to people. But first of all, take care of your own heart chakra, scan it through. Maybe during meditation, it came up for you. Maybe you sensed intense energy in that area, or maybe you saw something that needed your attention. That would be beneficial, especially for those who have gone through pain connected to relationship, would it be platonic or romantic. Focus on your heart chakra, scan it through, see if there is any blockage, if you see any dark colors, if you see any woundings. All of your your visions will work differently here. Archetype deck, let's see. I also want to say, don't be surprised if the next week or so, some people from the past may come back specifically talking about romantic relationships. It doesn't mean that they're going to invite you to go somewhere. It doesn't have to be so, so strong. It could be that someone from the past likes your picture, or likes your post, and you get surprised. You're like, oh, what is going on here? There is a bit of the past, we start to say. Some of you may feel a bit emotional the coming days or weeks, and it's completely normal because our attention is being brought to the heart. Your heart is if it's going to be speaking to you, showing you emotions, giving you emotions. The animal. We have the wolf. This reminds me of the wolf eye. We have the wolf twice here. Look up if that's for you. The animal totem, a wolf. Specifically, I'm getting the white wolf. If that is your message, you will be very drawn to doing so. As if you have to do it now. Hi, Candy. Hi, Saran. Are you here? Sandra, send it. Yes, I got you. 3 questions, but from the name Saran. Yes, I got you. So I'm gonna still be doing the collective for the next 15 minutes or so. I have 2 people in the queue, and I'll come back to your private readings in 15-20 minutes, okay? All right, let's start with the Venom, and I really want to look at the card from the book. What is the meaning of the Venom? I'm not really drawn to interpreting this card. Usually I do. Before I look at the book, but today I feel like we need to look at the author's insight. Yeah, when this card is light, self-realization through suffering. When dark, unwillingness to find a solution or forgive. So some of you may be very drawn to that. And it's funny because just last night I had this conversation with a friend. Oh, when we talked about heart chakra. She talked about a very powerful meditation that she did, and she saw like a wounded heart, and a lot of emotions came up from, and also memories from the childhood, and also anger connected to how chaotic that childhood was. Now she's a mother and she acts very differently. She realizes how neglected she was as a kid. So forgiveness is a thing to look at. Maybe for some of you, some of the memories were popping up lately. Would it be with family, with past partners? And we're diving into the self-realization, okay? The poison, the curse, the toxin. Much to our dismay, the venom is always lurking in the shadows in one form or another. Its toxic presence may be found in our relationships, thoughts, speech, or environment. Thankfully, the cycle of purification and detoxification comes so naturally that it is built into our very exhale. We breathe out carbon dioxide and the plants return it to us as oxygen. By the way, some of you, if you really have this deep rooted wound, breath work would be a way to go. Archetypal venom is rarely remedied as easily. However, it can come in potent forms and quantities that are deeply damaging to us and to the world. When the venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in our physic realm that must be identified. Now, this connects to our habits, okay? Something that we do that is really kind of destructive to our inner temples. Perhaps our world have a sting of poison about them. Perhaps a relationship is slowly draining your reserves. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change is the second. The remedy will reveal itself in time, and with it, forgiveness. This is saying that some of you, if you can connect to this venom card right now, if you still feel like you're holding on to this toxin, if we can call it that way, in your energy or physical body, soon enough you will come across either a solution, how to feel better, how to remove that toxin, or some form of therapy that's going to be very helpful for you. Now, let's talk about the animal. Thank you, Sandra. If you want to, you can type your questions now or in the next 10-15 minutes. But take your time, I don't want to rush you. The animal, one light, vital, elemental, alive, dances. One dark, savagery, pent up emotion, lashing out. So these two connect very much. Look at the first card. Someone wants to lash out because they are acknowledging this hurt or pain from the past. It feels very nostalgic, this reading, to me, as if, I'm getting flashbacks of the past, flashbacks of what has happened, wounding and hurt. And it's coming up, if it is coming up in your life right now, or will be in the next couple of days, it's there for a reason. It's not there to hurt you. It's there to acknowledge what has happened and to take the next step towards a better tomorrow. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from the waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. By the way, one of you in this chat, particularly one of you, because it's coming through really strongly. Yeah, this may also connect to this message, but I feel like one of you overdoes it. Your relationship with tech. How much time are you spending online, specifically before going to bed? Tone it down a little bit, okay? Because it is playing onto your consciousness. And you may notice that anytime you overdo it, you don't sleep really well. You wake up a bit anxious. Your body is a bit weaker when you wake up. Your battery is not as full as it's supposed to be. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. All right, wolf is a totem here, and it was coming up in the last live as well, which is interesting, and someone took that message because they saw that imagery before and they felt that it was for them. And I feel like this is kind of coming in for the collective too. Now, since we have the wolf and we have the King of Swords, which is all about communication and the voice and roaring, and we have almost like a lion roaring right here. Your communication skills are improving, or at least that's something that you are guys working on, and not only with other people, but for example, if you want to be online, if you want to share your voice, if you want to be in a public eye overall, you may maybe focus a little bit on that. How do I talk? What is my tone? What words do I use? Do I need to improve something within my speech, etc., etc.? There might be a person who you look up to, whose voice, the tone of voice that you love, or who speaks in a very sophisticated manner. And you may, I don't want to say you'll follow them, but you're taking inspiration from them. This is from people who are trying to create something using their voice, or they already have social platforms of some sort. Let me check my emails. Candy, I got you, and Nina, I got you, just to let you know. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people in queue. I really want to tap in and see what is something that we don't see happening behind the scenes as a collective right now. And I want to use the texture tarot. It's probably going to be connected to creativity in some way, because anytime I pick this deck up, especially for clients, and I don't do it consciously, just my hand reaches for that deck, I know that they are super freaking creative. What is something that we don't see happening behind the scenes right now? And this is going to be more so from the energetic level, if that makes any sense to you. What is something that we don't see right now? Behind the scenes, too many cards flipped. Let me rearrange the deck. What we don't see behind the scenes is in this next chapter of our lives, our relationships are improving. Overall, the relationship, hello, yes, I'm still taking questions. You're gonna be 5th, I think, if you book, if that's okay with you. Well, you can always watch back if you don't have time now. But our relationships are blessed, and I really like this because we're seeing improvement in relationships here. The wishes are coming true. What we wanted, what we envisioned, what we imagined, we are coming closer to that image, to that picture. I'm seeing someone's mood board on a wall, and this is sweet. I like this sweetness. People are coming closer together here overall, understanding one another's wounds, understanding how we should talk to one another, wanting to maybe ask very deep questions, maybe wanting to buy a deck, a deck of cards that is an intimate deck where we pull a card and we ask another person a very deep question, something that we wouldn't maybe think of asking. And in that way, we kind of play a game, but at the same time get to know one another on a deeper level. Things like that. What is happening behind the scenes is our relationships are deepening. Okay? Now, let's see. I'm gonna read the comment section. Give me a sec. Sandra, okay. Sandra, I'm gonna have to tell you off a little bit here because I don't know if you read on my website or if you heard me talk about the questions that I don't answer. Those are the questions that you have asked. The question, and I'm going to explain that to you. If you want to, you can rephrase that. Is this person the one? What is the reason why I don't answer this question? What is a benefit for you there? For example, if you're supposed to date a person right now and to learn from them, and if I told you that they are not the one, you would probably, I would interfere in the natural flow and lessons and learning of this connection. I do not want to do that. If I told you that this person is the one, that would naturally change the way you react to them, the way you talk to them, and you wouldn't be in that relationship in this organic sense. Okay? So, for example, if I said to someone that you're gonna be with an Italian person before you marry the American, they would get stuck on that idea. My readings, the way I approach them is for them to be helpful. Okay, what should you do in the situation, the analysis of the relationship, what to watch out for, how to understand the other person, etc., etc. I don't find these kinds of questions beneficial. I find them kind of as if Eight of Swords kind of energy, where I bound a person to the outcome. And tarot is not written in the stone. Okay, so you can always change the outcome. If two people worked really hard on themselves, they could change the outcome of that connection. So I'm here not to mess the organic flow of your life and the lessons. I'm here to help you out and to kind of navigate you through it, if that makes sense. Okay, the same questions with when exactly. Tarot's time and our time is different. I can guess more or less when it can happen, but tarot can show me winter. Is it going to be this winter? It's going to be next winter. If I told you exactly which winter that would be, you'd get stuck on that idea and you would wait for something to happen exactly during that winter. And your focus would be on the future, not the present moment. I hope this is making sense to you. So if you want to, I can do an analysis of the relationship. I can look at what tarot wants to say overall, but I don't want to tie you to a specific thing so that you do not get, obsessed or don't get tied to that specific answer, because I don't find this beneficial at all. I even written it, I think, on my website before people book. These are the questions that I don't tend to answer and why. Okay, this is not because I don't want to answer them. It's because my morals and values go against that completely. Okay, it is not something that I want to do. Just ethics, basically. So if you want to know more or less, when will you meet the person you will marry? More or less, I can tell you. I can tell you what may happen just before you meet that person. That will show up. Then for the second question, I can look into this meeting of yours if you wanna. Question 3. Will you be single next year with someone? I can answer that. That's okay. Okay, so let's go. First person that I have, Christina. What am I being prepared for? Let's see. What are you being prepared for, Christina? Let's start with your reads. What are you being prepared for, Christina? So I'm not going to look at the chat for a minute. I'll be focusing on Christina's energy. What are you being prepared for, Christina? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're being prepared for a phase in your life that requires your focus on your finances. Now, in the future, make sure that when you're gonna be communicating specifically with a male in your life, that all cards are on a table. Okay, that if you feel that this person is a little bit, or either they hide something from you, or they're a little bit, they're not transparent, make sure you sit them down and you tell them that. Specifically, I'm seeing a bit of a clash with a male in your life, and what you're being prepared for is for this change in your financial status. We're gonna be required to focus a little bit more on your discipline. Your leadership skills will be improving. That's your focus in this next chapter, okay? You're stepping into your masculine energy. I'm being shown a person who's super powerful, but they're coming from their masculine. I am the leader of my own life. I know what to do. I know where I want to get, and I'm very straightforward with the way how I get there. You're also getting rid of a person who seems a bit shady to you, someone who you don't fully trust, someone who's a little bit like, I don't know what they're about, that kind of energy, moving away from them. Anything else? A financial change overall is coming. But in order to get there, what you're doing is you're focusing very much on discipline and leadership skills that you have. You're getting back to basics. You are reviewing your life. You are looking at what needs to be changed. it comes to overall males in your life, be decisive who you are and what you want to say. So in that area with males, what you're doing is you're voicing your concerns. Okay, you're being prepared to speak up when you see something that you don't like, or something that was said that wasn't pleasant to you or wasn't fair. But yeah, overall financial improvements. And you know why? Because it feels like there's going to be a moment when you wake up and you go, you know what, I really need to sort this out. And I really don't like the situation. I need more. I need to do more. I need change. And your mindset is going to be the one that is going to be leading you with this magician energy towards your financial goals. Yeah, that's what I got for you. 2 main topics here. I hope this made sense already. Let me tidy the desk. Okay, next. So, I don't know, Sandra, if you heard me talk about your questions, but I'm going to answer your questions in a way where I don't sabotage my own ethics, okay? Because I don't see you amending or changing anything. Okay. What do we need to know about the time when you'll meet the person that you'll marry? What do we need to know about the time when you meet the person? When you marry. Let's go, Sandra. Okay. More or less time indication. More or less. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be very straightforward, okay? Oh, so many changes will happen till you meet that person. And one of the things that I'm seeing here, you will be, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say. You will be building your confidence here. And the way you're building this confidence is through a relationship with a person who's going to come in before the person that you'll marry, who will come in and they will not be there for a long time. Someone who just kind of comes in, sweeps you off your feet, and then they move along. And this person, don't take them as a bad person. This person is almost as if they're going to be a starting point for you to look at your self-confidence and review it. So because of this person, you are growing as a person and you're learning how to resolve conflict with others and how to communicate specifically. What is going to be happening in your life before you meet this person that you'll marry? Yeah, a lot of attention is being drawn to some of the fears or some of the doubts that you have about you. You're very much focused on your perception of the self. Why am I feeling alone sometimes? Why am I feeling lonely? What can I do in order for me to feel better in my own skin? There is something to do with confidence in the body that you are in that is shifting before you meet the person that you will marry. You may want to dress a little bit differently or care for your body differently. Look at yourself in the mirror and see a different person from what you saw before. So some of the insecurities is something that is changing, okay? What specifically is that? Okay, insecurities, interesting. Insecurities to do with communication. Do you tend to be a little bit shy when it comes to telling someone raw truth? Because that's something that I'm seeing you learning. How can I be authentic in the way I speak? Okay, and how are you learning that? How are you learning that? It feels like you're learning that through work and collaborations with others. Yeah, sometimes something you don't want to hear, and you yourself too, but you have to hear because it's the truth. That's gonna help you out very much in your marriage. The Hierophant is here. How can I sit down and listen to the things that maybe are not necessarily enjoyable, but I have to listen to them? And also, how can I share my voice with this person when I really need to speak up? Okay, what is your focus before meeting the person that you'll marry? What is the main focus for you in that chapter of your life? What is happening? Are you gonna be very social? I like this for you. You have a lot of partnerships around you. You have your soul tribe together. You're very social. You want to explore. You want to get to know new people. You're gonna meet this person somehow. Now this is gonna be very interesting. You're meeting this person somehow through documents or formalities. I'm seeing papers being filled, but it's something that you have to do yourself, or this person is somehow connected to documents and formalities, and somehow there are some sort of dealings that take place around the time when you meet this person. You're gonna try and figure something out about a document, or you may need advice, and these could be some sort of work documents, or what's the word I'm looking for? Rules and regulations. Now, since this is the future, this may not make sense to you just yet, okay? And it's fine. It all will make sense to you once this happens. But just for the curiosity's sake, that was a peek. You're gonna meet this person around autumn time, whenever autumn is where you are at, okay? Around the time when it's still kind of warm but not too hot, the weather is changing. Okay, question number 2, let me tidy the desk. Is Zachariah the one I will marry? We are meeting on 30th of November. I will travel to his country. We live in a different country 5 hours away. We talked for 3 years now then, but I was not ready to meet anyone. This person is Sagittarius. I don't really need the signs, but thank you for letting me know. Okay, which deck do I want? Solaris deck is the one that I want. Is Zachariah the person? No. Okay, what do we need to know about this connection for you? Overall, about meeting this person on 30th of November. What cards want to say? Cards want to say, oh, you're looking forward to this big time. Well, I bet you are. How will this meeting go for you? You're being shown as someone who's ready to hop into action. How will this meeting go for you? Oh, romance in the air. Definitely. You're looking good. You're feeling good in your own skin here. This person, a bit about this person. Let's see. This person is very curious about you. See, I wouldn't be surprised if you talk to this person about the future when you meet one another. This person, when I'm tapping into their energy, they're coming across as a younger energy than you, meaning they're more youthful. You showing up as more mature than they are. Now, if that's a problem for you or not, I don't know, but that's just something that is coming up. This person is a bit of a dreamer. It feels like you're the one who's taking the lead in this connection. Not to say that you are doing things, but just energetically, you're the one who is a leader. You're coming through as a stronger person, energetically speaking. This person is shown as someone who's still learning in relationships and connections, about them, about you, etc., etc. They're exploring that. I feel like the moment you meet them, you'll realize how much power you have. I don't know why this is coming through. This might sound very egoistical, but it is not really. You're gonna realize how much power you have. Maybe you put this person on a pedestal right now, or your mind created a certain image about this person, but the moment you'll spend time with them, you'll realize that you shouldn't have done that. It's almost as if just by meeting this person, you're feeling more powerful. And it's because of your differences. What do we need to know about the future of this relationship? What do we need to know about the future of this relationship? There's a lot of weight, a lot of time, and a lot of patience will be needed if you wanted this person to be the one, if you wanted to work on this connection. See, I don't really believe in the one, because it's all up to us and how we are keen on working with one another as a team, okay? We have multiple people who could be great lifetime partners for us. Now, in this situation, your cards are showing you'll have to be very patient with this connection, because there's this push and pull energy here where I keep missing this person. I keep looking forward what's about to happen. I'm looking for the change. So you may feel a bit lonely in this connection at the beginning, especially the first year or so from now. What is the future of this connection? Yeah, there's a lot of daydreaming here. Make sure that this relationship is based on the reality, not what you imagine this person to be, okay? So that you can ground this relationship in. So spending more time with one another, talking about maybe difficult topics for the future, instead of just, looking at things that are great. Look at things that, and talk about what you are not good at and what is this person not good at. if you live together, how it may impact both of you. That kind of mature, mature conversation that would arise anyway, sooner or later. Because I'm seeing a lot of daydreaming over here, but I'm not seeing as much ground. Your cards are asking, let's focus on the partnership here. What can you bring to the table? What this person can bring to the table? What are your weaknesses? Just being very open and very vulnerable in those types of conversations. There might be an issue in the future in terms of, equality. I don't know what this means to you particularly, but it almost as if, I'm given that much, but I'm not receiving as much back. So you may have to make sure that those scales are equal when it comes to attention, time, etc., etc. Okay. You have different upbringings, don't you, here? Yes, you have, because you mentioned. That's something that you may want to talk about. Connection-wise, I'm seeing that you have a really good connection. The thing is, what would be beneficial for you to talk about is the, once people start living together, the reality of things, the reality of life. What is something that you want, what you don't want, right? Because the passion and chemistry is there, definitely. I'm seeing that. But talk a little bit about how you view the world because of different upbringings, and what is something that really matters to you, and if you two meet each other halfway. But overall, this feels like you still don't know one another as much as you should, to be thinking about, marrying one another. Now, don't take this card, deception card, as, someone is deceptive. No, in this context, what this means that you still have masks on, okay? You still don't know one another. Get this relationship rooted enough and talk about those kind of even domestic things. What you're willing to work on, what you're not willing to work on, and see how this goes. But overall, yeah, your cards are saying do not brush off any red flags that you may see, something that you deep down you wouldn't be able to live with in the long term. Okay, yes, there's passion, yes, you're spending a really good time with one another, but talk about the deep shit. Okay, it's gonna bring you two closer, and you'll get to know one another more, because I still feel like on the depth of who you truly are, a lot needs to be known so that you can see one another for who you truly are and then make decisions. Okay? All right, let's continue. By the way, I'm not looking at the chat right now because I'm focused. I will come back after the third question. Will you be single next year or with someone? Let me see which deck I want to use for you. No. That one. Will you be single next year or with someone? you are in between. Next year is the year when you realize then what you want. And by the way, you have options. So be open to options. You're a little bit conflicted next year because you're still kind of looking into the future and thinking what you want. Is that something that I want to continue? Is there someone else? Yes. There's a possibility that you're going to meet someone somehow through work here that you may connect to, but I'm not seeing you committed to anyone. I'm seeing you in this phase of almost like diving into your intuition and asking yourself, what is right for me? What do I want? There's definitely going to be someone who drives you wild a little bit. Okay, I tried to sugarcoat this. Drives you wild, but I'm not seeing you committed to anyone. I'm seeing you on the edge. It's almost as if this is a time for you to reflect and write down on a notepad what is important to me. By the way, don't burn out next year, okay? Because I'm seeing a possibility of burning out. Yeah, see, you still have plenty of choices and you're thinking about those choices. You're thinking about what you want. One particular person I'm not seeing you being committed to, at least for the first half of the year. Towards the end of the next year, yes, we're coming closer to commitment. But the first, I would say, 6-7 months is when you're truly kind of trying to understand yourself. And also relationships that you want to choose. You're kind of in between. Yes, there are people, there is a person, there are people, but I'm making up my mind, you know. You may even want to ask yourself really deep questions. And I'm seeing you taking a notepad out or a diary and kind of writing your thoughts on a piece of paper. That would be quite beneficial, especially if you'll feel conflicted about a situation. What is your theme relationship-wise next year? And this is going to be an advice for you. What is the advice for the next year when it comes to relationships? Flirt. Be lighthearted. Don't overthink too much. Be lighthearted. Flirt. Play. Have fun. Okay? Yeah, and love yourself first. That's something that we all know. But yeah, towards the end of the next year, I feel like you're realizing who you want. Now, this is a tricky sentence. You'll know what this means at the end of the next year. Who you want and who you want to commit to. I'm gonna leave some magic in the air and not tell you everything, so that it's gonna be more exciting. Okay. Hey Casey. Thanks for always dropping by to say hi. Have fun. Okay. Candy is gonna be next. I'm gonna run very quickly to get some water. And I'll get some sage going before we do Candy's reading, okay? And after Candy, let me actually count if anyone wants to book who's listening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 people. All right. I'm gonna get the sage going and I will leave you for a second, okay? Interesting. It is not burning. Hi, Brianna. I'm just running really quickly to get some water and I'll come back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Candy, thank you for your time and support. Always, Candy. My questions would be, what are the next good news coming your way? Okay, next month. Good news coming your way next month. Let's see. Pretty straightforward. Candy, good news coming your way next month. Bear with me. I don't know what this means to you now, but it is saying that good news will be that no one or nothing can come in the way of you and what you want, especially when we talk about your sense of security, finances, and career. If you felt or if you'll be feeling next month or so that, I feel like there's a disturbance, interference, like some energies kind of intervening, your cards are saying no. The goals that you'll have, you will be able to complete. Maybe you thought that there was like an energy that's interrupting you, or maybe someone is doing something behind your back, or just kind of like, this kaka, as I like to say, energy. Your cards are saying no, you will find stillness and happiness and good fortune in your material things. So good news is connected to work and finances for you. Overall, next month, you're very easily overcoming any issues that you may have. I'm also seeing a wish that is being granted. Let's see what this is about. It doesn't feel like a massive, deal, this wish, but it's going to make you very happy. Someone is making you happy. The people that you have around you is making you happy. Someone's gonna share really good news with you. It feels like a friend or a family member. Someone who likes to be indoors, or someone who's a bit of an introvert. As if they're gonna say exactly what you needed to hear. Yeah, but overall work related. Also, you will realize next month that how protected you are. If you've been doubting this, if you've been feeling that, I don't know, there's something weird happening, or there's a blockage that's intervening, you'll notice that there is no blockage at all. And it feels very spiritual to me. Your guide, your ancestor may clarify that to you. Oh my God, the sage is gonna burn my house down. It just keeps on going right in my face. Thank you for the cleansing, sage, but that's too much. Okay, I have one more person. I'm going to close the readings for today. Whoever has booked, I'm gonna do yours. But I'm gonna make sure that I pin the comment that I'm not taking any more private reads so that people don't book. And let me pin it. I want to make sure I have enough energy for all of you. Nina. Will Am and I still meet again? What should I do in this situation? If I can only have one question, I leave that decision to you. Both questions are related. Okay. My mental health has been a struggle. I'm working on it, and I told him, but there is no answer. We have a history, and our baby is gone, and we are in separation. Heavy feelings. Thank you for all you do. Okay. Will Em and you still meet again? Will Em and you still meet again? Will Em and you still meet again? What you don't know, by the way, is your cards are showing a new potential partner arriving on your door at a time when you don't expect it at all. Just a side note. I know we're asking Tarot one question. Tarot has got some other news to say. But will you meet again? And okay, any advice? Will you meet again? I'm getting a no, at least for now. I'm getting a no, but I'm getting that good things are coming your way for in the future. You might not be able to see it now, but I'm seeing a potentially really good partnership for you in the future. Of course, whenever you're ready. But that's something that came through. And yeah, look, I'm pulling cards. There is something better. As if your cards really want you to focus on what's to come instead of focusing on thinking about what you have lost or what is not there anymore. And I know it's easy to say and hard to do, but that's something that is coming up here. Yeah, you have really good cards. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, and the Big Happy Changes. I feel like the next year, no, 13 months from now is when you're gonna start noticing this drastic shift, when things are getting better and better and better. Until then, there's gonna be this time where you are focused on self, when you want to maybe kind of just spend some time and do things that you want to do. I'm getting a bit of this introverted vibe from you. But soon after that, what is happening is you are noticing a massive shift in your life. The people who come into your life, how you feel, what you're thinking of, what you used to think of. Your emotional state is changing. Your emotional well-being is improving. So actually have good cards here, but for now I know it might not heal the wounds that you have. Okay, anything else? Choose a new direction. Yeah, choose a direction to look at that makes you feel powerful, instead of choosing a direction to look at that takes away from your power. Okay, and start practicing that every day if you can. If you can't do that every day, do it every other day. one step at a time, and you will get there. Okay? Anything that you need to know about your own well-being? Okay, so the dark aspect of this card says, look at the unhealthy attachments that you may have. Be flexible. Get ready, your cards are saying. You being kind of prepared to learn and to be led in your life. Maybe you don't see it just yet, but it's happening pretty soon. Yeah, look towards the bright things here. She's on your door, as if she's daydreaming here what's about to come in her life. The fortunate events that's about to unfold, the big happy changes, that there is something better out there, and there are more things waiting for you. It's not only a relationship connected here. I feel like it's to do with your health as well. You may start noticing improvement in your health. I hope this made sense. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Sandra. I send it for one more question. What am I destined to work with that I will make most money from? I'm a medium tarot reader and I'm fully booked 6 months ahead. Since 4 years I have too many clients and it's going too well. Problem is that I shuffle the cards so much that my arms hurt and I'm thinking of what to do instead, or maybe if I should do something else but in the same field. You should be happy. You should, congratulations. Okay, let's go. Sandra, what am I destined to work with? It's interesting the question that you're asking. What are you destined to work with that you will make most money from, but you are booked 6 months in advance? So the question here really is, what is something that you need? Is it the bigger amount of money? Is it a lifestyle change? Are you not happy with your work? I feel like there's a deeper question here. What are you destined to work with? Okay, destined to work with the spirit world anyways here. So maybe if you feel like you are burnt out, I would look at the balance of how much you charge and how many clients you take per day. Balance yourself out here. What is your advice? What is your advice? Yeah, look at your discipline and your structure of everyday life. Look for new ideas, because I feel like you're in the right place now. Talking to the spirit world here. But look at a better structure, better schedule. These are the things that should be reviewed. Either way, you're being shown as someone who is well off. So tarot is like, that's not a question. The question is, how can you feel better in what you do? And therefore, it's also gonna rub off on your relationship with clients. Okay, so look at the rearrangement, look at your schedule, write it down, I don't know, make a beautiful, create a beautiful piece of paper where you have your schedule, that it is nice to look at, that you are not overworked, where you maybe take more breaks, or you look at how much you're charging service wise. I feel like there's one more thing. Yeah, you're supposed to nurture. You're supposed to nurture and somehow give to people. Also, this is saying have a strong backbone, okay? The beliefs that you have, the ethics and the beliefs is something that you may want to look at as well. But overall, I'm not seeing that you need any like drastic changes here. I'm seeing that for now, it's exactly where you're supposed to be. Anything else? I would also want to say for you, focus a little bit more on learning and improving and diving deeper into mediumship. Mediumship is the way to go for now, because I feel like the spirit, you don't even need the cards. See, that's what I'm getting. You don't need the cards. And all of us really don't need the cards. We just can't close our eyes, but it's something to look at. It's something to connect. It's much more fun this way, isn't it? Try using less divination tools. Okay? That's something that I'm getting for you. And that way you're gonna mother yourself more. You're also gonna expand, change something about your routine. Also, you'll be able to give. I feel like you connect without the cards even better sometimes. Have you noticed that? But you have to be in a grounded state. You know all of this. Hope this made sense. Let's continue. Yes, I make a lot. Yeah, I can see that you make a lot. The Ten of Pentacles is here. Like, hello. Let's see. Next, Tyler. How does my ex, EG, feel about me in current energy? Will there be some sort of closure, convo between us? Okay. I feel like I want the Healing Light Tarot. How does your ex, EG, feel about you in current energy? How does this person feel about you in current energy? I am busy. Sorry for the interruption. I'll come back to your energy in a minute. I just don't want people to call me again. 1 second. This person is kind of in a resting state. They remember you as someone who's very emotional, someone who is also, when I say, a bit fragile emotionally. So, but it's not in a bad way I'm seeing here. Someone who has a lot of emotions, a lot of heart to give, but also who can get hurt because of that. How do they feel about you now? This person had to take time to heal, that is for sure, after the breakup. And as if, they're trying not to think of you. They're trying not to think of you because there were ideas and there were thoughts about the future that they have created in their head, about the family, about how things could look like in the future. And it was difficult for this person to, let all of this go. So they're trying not to come back there. I don't know how much they share that with you, but it feels like, yeah, they're as distant as they can be. And they're shedding a heart of, they are away. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of sadness from this person, Tyler. I'm getting a lot of sadness from this person. They're trying to focus on their dreams and wishes right now. But there are still times when they feel this, sadness overcoming them. When they think of the past. Emotional. It's still there. It's emotional. Will there be some sort of convo or closure? I feel like there will be in the future, but once someone has come out of kind of this limbo state. It doesn't feel like, closure when you maybe discuss everything. It just feels like a quick convo that you may have, or a quick interaction that you may have in the future. But it's something, if it happened now, the time wouldn't be right, because someone is still in a shadow world. Someone is still going through their shadows, suffering and things like that. Hope this made sense. Yeah, there's too many emotions, too much hurt still lingering there. It wouldn't be a healthy conversation, okay? Okay, next. I'm sad a bit too. Yeah, just the energy shifted so much. Hi, my questions are, this is someone who has booked 2 questions. What is the future holding for me and KZC, his initials? It's my gym question. I haven't seen him in a long time after the gym's closed and I moved to another city for work. I want to know if we will meet again and grow our connection. Second, should I start putting in efforts for the fitness business? I want to start myself now. Thank you. Okay. All right. What is the future holding for you and KZC? What does the future hold? I don't see you meeting anytime soon, this person, but what I do see for you, I'm seeing a new spark with someone new here. It's in the beginning stages, very much like, I'm interested, I'm intrigued. Yeah, don't say no to new opportunities. Don't dwell on this for too long, because I feel like there will be suitors for you, but it's completely up to you if you want to take it or not. It feels like you would want a connection, but you wouldn't want a connection with someone else, because your mind is on this person. Maybe it's hard to imagine yourself crushing on someone else. And your cards are saying overall, now is the time when you're building yourself up, when you're focusing on independence, specifically financial independence, being free, creating, doing things like that. Meanwhile, there will be people who will draw your attention. This person, I'm not seeing you meeting them anytime soon that you're asking about. But it's up to you if you're gonna brush those other people off or not. If you want to, get to know them better. It's not that they're coming at you. It's the people that you're gonna be curious with. If you want to invest more time and energy into those things. Should you start putting in effort for the fitness business? This is gonna be a hard journey. Yes, you can if you want to, but your cards are saying just a warning. It's not gonna be all rainbows and butterflies. Make sure that you pay attention to what kind of connections and contracts you sign, forms you sign. It is gonna require a lot of hard work. It's up to you if you're ready. It's a challenge, okay? It is a challenge. Are you ready for this challenge now? Now the energy for this can change in the future, because I feel like there is something here time-wise that is not right just yet. You may meet people in the future who may have similar idea or who would be beneficial to exchange ideas with or to talk to when it comes to business, but I don't feel like you've met these people just yet. So something has to happen still until the energy feels ready for this. Any advice? Any advice? Yeah, there will be a good time for this opportunity to take place, but I feel like time-wise something is off. I feel like you are not ready completely. What do you need to know about that business? Business. Don't let go of it, but start getting and gathering information that you may need from people who have done that. Or calling up people and asking for advice, things like that. Anything that's to do with formalities, anything that's to do with business. Start getting connections and start getting information. And you will know when you'll be ready, okay? Hope this made sense. Because for now, energy is heavy when I tap into, starting it and investing your time and energy full on now. Do it on the side, do it slowly, don't rush it, kind of constantly invest in it, but don't make it like your one and only goal for now. You might get burnt out. Next, Casey. I'm asking regarding my recovery. Okay, my physiotherapist is suggesting I'm seeing another specialist as my condition spiraled to worsen. Thanks. Recovery. Okay, what do you need to know about specialists? What is your advice? I don't know why I want to grab the Animal Tarot deck straight away. Where is it? Animal Tarot deck. What is the best advice for you here? Yeah, there's someone better there for you. I feel like you haven't met the specialist that can truly help you. Look for new connections. There's someone who would literally match your energy, meaning a person who will be able to tell you what it is and what needs to be done. Sometimes you go for second opinions. I'd say go for a couple of second opinions if you can. There's going to be almost like this synchronization between you two, and you will know who's the specialist that kind of bounces off of you, and as if it's going to be much easier for them to pinpoint what is the issue. They'll be able to scan you almost. They might not know it consciously, but that's what I'm getting. Look for a new specialist. That's definitely true. And I'm seeing two. Seek out for a couple, okay? Don't land on the next one only. Seek out for a couple. Couple of opinions. But there is a person definitely who can help you out. They're very tough. They're really good at what they do. Have a very interesting character. They're kind of calm but very assertive. Maybe it may seem a bit moody from the outside, but they're not. Yeah, your intuition is correct. I feel like you felt this already yourself. Anything else about your condition and how you're gonna sort this out in the future? Yeah, there will be someone who will help you, I'm telling you. I am telling you. Therefore, you'll slowly but surely come back to balance. Yes, it will require time. See, strength. You're building back your strength because meeting the right person. Seek for a couple of specialists, not only one. I keep wanting to say that. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, hope this made sense. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Where did I put that deck now? Damn, I'm lost in my decks. Here. Okay, Sandra, last one. Let's look. I want to switch decks completely, so give me a second. Sandra is the last one, and then I will go and chill and continue my day, but I'll come back on the second. I feel like I want the Super Lunaris deck for you. No. Steampunk. Steampunk Tarot it is. What about the engagement next year? BADB, I don't feel like the door is closed. It's not shut forever, no. Will you get engaged next year? What will your relationship with the Zachariah be next year? I'm answering all of your questions in one spread, so bear with me. What will your relationship with the current be next year? You're gonna have I want to talk about this first. You're gonna have a romantic relationship with this person. I'm not seeing that you're not talking or you are friends. There's definitely this spark that you continuing here and you getting to know one another. It's airy-fairy a little bit here with the Seven of Cups. Daydreaming, romance, wanting to invest in one another and communicating to one another. I feel like there might be a trip or two that you may take. Yeah, because I'm seeing I'm there and then I'm somewhere else. Kind of back and forth a little bit. You may discuss something about children here with this person. Children will be a part of a conversation. Will you get engaged next year? I feel like next year may not be the time for you to do so. Your work is great. Your finances are great. You focus on that. And you focus on flirting a lot. A lot. The fire is in the air. And you're very cared for. But I don't feel like the time is the next year for the engagement. Now, the third question. What am I destined to work with that will give you most success is, first of all, what is success to you? Is it money? Is it the way that you feel? Is it something good that you do for others? I just pulled vaguely the cards and they showed me that success for you is connected to environment, animals in some way, overall kind of nature, but I'm also seeing you doing the cards. A part of your success is divination, but there might be also someone that you may want to branch out into that has a connection to the earth and animals and plants. Now this may not make sense to you just yet. Let's go back a little bit. Go back to your childhood. What is something that you loved doing or you loved focusing on or playing with? Okay, there might be a hint over there. Just loving the surrounding, something to do with that. There might be an idea that sparks at one point, you know, from nature, in nature, through animals, through plants. It's very interesting. But the cards are very connected to your success. Cards, cards, cards. There are a couple of things that you can do. Your cards are saying you don't have to only focus on one thing. You can start branching out and exploring those ideas now. See how you like it, because time to decide card is here. And every time I pull this card, it's saying it's up to you. So you gotta make a decision, stick with it, and see how you like it. It's almost as if through exploration, that's how you're able to uncover what you truly want. A lot of paths are open for you though. You're very blessed in that area, overall in career area. I would say answer yourself a question. What does your heart desire? What feels good to you? But there is some sort of a correlation to nature here. And the cards, for sure. Oof, the energy here today. There are extra things for you that I want to say. I'm seeing when I'm tapping into you as if this is a wing, right? But imagine these are actually the branches of the tree. I'm not seeing you doing only one thing. One thing that I'm seeing sticking you with that is going to be at the background at all times is a divination. But there's going to be something else that adds to it throughout time, but you're going to have to give yourself time to explore those venues. And that branch is something that brings in the heart's desires, that kind of sparks you up, it makes you happy. Okay, so almost as if one branch is the one that brings in the most financial success, right? And the other branch is something that you kind of giving back that makes you really happy doing, but you also get something from it. This may make more sense in the future. It's very visual. 3 branches is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so that's what I have for you all today. I hope you're having a beautiful day, evening, whatever you're at. And I am logging off, going to have some lunch. And I will see you all on the 2nd of September. Ciao.